So in this class, we're going to discuss the electronic mail in the internet. So we are using the protocol as a simple message transfer protocol, SMTP, comparison with the hypertext transfer protocol, so HTTP protocol, mail messages and format, mail access protocols like POP3 version 3, so post office protocol version 3 protocol. So it is also called as a mail access protocol. So electronic mail has a three major components. So one is user agents. So user agents which are available in the normally in the that is exactly in the client machines. So mail server which are available in that. So normally it is a server side. So it is a web server side. So mail servers are available. So again, it is a simple mail transfer protocol between the client as well as servers, or between the server to server. This mail, sorry, SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol. It is a protocol. It is normally it is a establish the connection and send and receive the HTTP request and HTTP response. Normally will get back. So here electronic mail sending and receiving of the email messages will be done by this SMTP protocol. Here, what is the function of user agent? So as you know that, so as a mail headers. So it is a user agent is a mail header. It is available, as I told, it is available in each of the client machine. It is composing the mail and editing the mail and reading the mail and mail. So it is an application which is already developed in the user agent. So it is just like a mail applications which are already it is developed. I think in so just like the Gmail messages, or it is a Yahoo, Hotmail, any type of so the mail, whenever the email is electronic mail is you are sending, so composing the mail, editing the mail, reading the mail, mail messages, that is possible. I think it is even in the Outlook there are already examples like Outlook, Thunderbird, but iPhone mail client. It is already these type of things already is designed, composing, editing, and reading and mail messages. That is already designed in these examples. So this is outgoing and incoming messages stored on the server. So there is a mailbox. It is available. Your outgoing and each and every users. So the user that is exactly user wise mailboxes which are available. So that is exactly in the we can call as an outbox. It is a maintained. So on the server side, so outgoing and incoming messages which are stored on the server. Normally in the even in your so electronic mail. So even so inbox and outbox which are also available, you are sent and so in the user agent also same thing. The send messages are it is exactly incoming messages inbox. It is available. So it is exactly it is just sorted in the manner of data wise. Even outgoing backs, so it is sent messages which are already it is stored. That is the outgoing messages. So in the electronic mail servers, normally it is a mail servers which are available. It is a mailbox which contains in the mail server. As I told, in the server side, the mail server which is we can call as the mailbox is contains the incoming messages for the every users. So each and every registered users. So the mailbox which are we can get back messages queue for outgoing messages. Suppose if it is a message is not able to deliver to the requested a client or to address what exactly you are given. So like so that is a okay. So that is Bob at the so yahoo.com. Okay, at the rate of is registered at yahoo.com. If you're Bob, so the date so Bob, whatever you are sending messages not delivered, it is normally stored in the queue in the outgoing send messages mailboxes, mail messages like. So this is exactly SMTP protocol is maintained between the mail servers. So one server of mail server with others mail servers. SMTP protocol it is normal, it is working. So client sending a mail servers. So server it is receiving the mail servers as and when sending. So the servers are sending some email messages. That is exactly one the servers is act like a client, another server act like a receiver the mail, receiving the mail. So this is how interactions is sending between that. So one mail server, other mail servers. So one mail server is the client, another mail is the server. So who exactly client is requesting. So that is like it is sending a mail and to the server receiving the mail server. It is a SMTP protocol. It is exactly take an initiation so between the mail servers. So here, so as an electronic mail, you know that is SMTP. It is one of the simple mail transfer protocol defined under request for comment. Just studied on Google 2821. So complete detail about SMTP protocol you can get back. It uses the TCP as a reliable transfer email messages. So from the client to the server, it is uses the port number 25. It is a direct transfer and sending server to the receiving server. There are three phases of transfer has been taken place by the SMTP. One is the handshaking, that is a greeting messages and the transfer of messages and closure of messages. This is three phases of transfer. So handshaking procedure, it is nothing but so establish the connection between your so one so the so mail server with the other mail server. So once connection is established, so just can I establish the connection? Yes, it is a reply will be sent. Yes, so you can accept the connection and reply. So that is a handshaking procedure. Transfer of them, it is a transfer the messages, sending a mail, email messages, and receiving the mail, and closing this connection. That is the closer. So these are the three phases of transfer. Command and response interactions like HTTP and FTP. The commands are ASCII text always. Responses will be always get on the status code and response. So 300 OK, 100 OK. That is the response will be get back. I will explain what is the response interaction will take place between the SMTP protocol. So that is exactly the mail servers. So they're using the SMTP protocol. Messages must be at least 7-bit ASCII characters. Here, the scenario is Alice sends the messages to the Bob. So the first step is Alice. This is the person is Alice sending a messages to the Bob. So this is exactly Bob mail server. So Alice user agent compose the message box. This is the user agent compose the message back to the Bob at some school.edu. This is exactly website. So Bob at the rate of yahoo.com. Just like it's some school.edu example they have taken. That is the first step. Second step, so this is the first step, user agent. So through which exactly the messages has been composed. So that is exactly user agent. It is runs on that. So that is exactly that is Outlook or it is exactly your Gmail. So that is exactly or it is a Yahoo Mail through which exactly it is sending the messages. So in the normally in the server side, so the user agent sends the messages to our mail server. Mail server it is exactly it is a server side is sending a messages so by the user agent and the user agent a mail server. So messages are placed in a queue. Suppose it is a so mailboxes are not accepting your so mail server it is not accepting. It is maintained in the queue. So that is exactly message is not accepted by the server. So once it is accepted, it is stored under the our mail server. So again it is a maintained. So that is exactly Alice. It is a so it is a main side, her mail server. So in the mail servers, so that is a messages placed in the message queue. So again, client side, SMTP is opens. So this is a TCP connection. And with the Bob mail server, you see that the Bob mail server it is opens the TCP connection in the third step. So this is a established TCP connection to the Bob mail server. So then SMTP client sends the Alice. So this SMTP client sends so main server to main server one server it is act like a separate client, another server is a receiver client, it is a server it is a client, it is a server SMTP server like it is acts. So it simply sends the messages from the TCP connection is established between the one mail server with the other mail server. So TCP connection Alice and Bob mail server is established the TCP connection. Again Bob mail server so place the messages into the Bob mailbox because it is a so Alice send a to the Bob. So there is a messages. So this is the Bob at some whatever the already it is indicated with the at the rate of this is exactly mail server of Bob. So mail server Bob place the message email messages to the Bob mailbox it is available. So Bob invokes our agent to read the message. So as and when it is a fetch from the mail server of Bob from the inbox, it is exactly look like invoking and user agent. So by the read the messages by the Bob. This is how the scenario police sends the messages to the Bob. So here sample SMTP interaction. So S is a server, C is a client. Here the interactions are taking place. So server 220. So that is a status code, and this is exactly the hamper.edu. That is exactly that is a domain name, and the client is allow replace allow encrypt. This is exactly one more. So that is three phases of connection. So that is exactly handshaking procedure. Again, it is a sense that this is allow placed meet you. So 250 is the status code and allow mail from who is exactly sending email Ali set to click data. So he is registered. So that is exactly first it is an initiative. So signed server and client is interactions. So as a handshaking the interaction. Then it is a mail from 250 Alice. This is sender is okay. The recipient to whom they are sending, the Bob they are sending, and 250 okay. Bob recipient okay data. The data client is sending a data. Again server is a this is exactly server it is a sending some. Do you like ketchup? How pickle? This is keep on sending a client. Server is accept yes. So 250 status code and the phrase message is accept for delivery. So again client will be quit. So terminate the connection. Put is a command to terminate and 220 background yes close the connection. So this is how the server and client it is interacting and this is the SMTP interaction. This is the that is how the client and server SMTP client and SMTP server is interacting with each other and with the domain name where how exactly Alice and Bob domain is registered. Some domain name extensions also provided. So here try SMTP interactions for yourself. That is a telnet server. So with the port number 25, C21 reply from the server. Enter either hello mails from the recipient data quit commands. This is any commands normally it is our above lets you send a email without using email the client readers. So normally it is exactly try yourself. That is as SMTP interactions. So here SMTP is the final word. SMTP uses persistent connection. Normally it is a I think HTTP persistent, non-persistent, we already learned. So persistent connections, so multiple connections normally they're using as a TCP connection. SFTP, it is a so requires message header and body to be as a bit ASCII characters. SFTP server uses the so CRLF. CRLF determine the end of messages. So that is exactly carry line forward to determine the CRLF dot CRLF to determine the end of the messages comparison with the STP. So how exactly SMTP compare with the STP? STP is a pull protocol. It is SMTP is a push protocol. So both have ASCII and command and response interaction with the status code. So that is a HTTP each object encapsulated to its end of messages, response messages. SMTP has a multiple objects sent because it is a persistent connection. It is a users. That is the reason multiple objects sent over the multi-part messages like. So mail message format is the SFTP protocol for exchanging the mail messages. So they are defined under RFC 822 standard for text message format. So there is contains the header lines. Example 2 from and subject they are designed in the header lines. So in the header format of your email messages. So in the different form SMTP, so mail from recipient commands. This exactly they are different. So the body of the messages, whatever your actual, so the body of the messages you type as you wish. Over your so this is exactly how exactly your so composed messages, body of the messages is contains. So you must be make a dot line here. So here mail access protocol, there is a one more protocol is also available. That is a POP or IMAP. So internet, so that is internet so mail access protocol. So that is exactly so the either POP or IMAP protocol supposed to use. SFTP delivery store and receives the servers. Mail access protocol retrieval from the servers. So you can see that so user agent of Bob can whenever retrieving the files so from the mail servers. So that is a Bob mail server. They're using this protocol, either POP or Internet Message Access Protocol. So here POP is a post office version 3. They're using RFC defined 1939 or 1939. So that is exactly request for comment, authorization, and download. So this protocol and IMAP is Internet Protocol, Mail Access Protocol. They're using in defined under RFC. So 1730 more features including manipulation of stored messages on the server. So that is a HTTP that is required. So that is either Gmail or Yahoo or mail. So that is exactly the HTTP. So that is mail supposed to be used here. So here, so that is a POP3 protocol. How exactly works is the authorization phase. A client commands will be sent user so name and passwords declare the username and passwords from that. So that is a Bob and server responses okay and error. Either it is a positive response or error indicates negative responses will be indicated. So whenever accessing that, so Bob user agent from so using some POP that is a POP interactions. Here POP protocol that is a so there is a POP it is a transaction page is available. This is authorization check that client is whether it is a Bob is authorized or not. His username and password will be verified. If the username is correct, okay will be sent. Username not correct, it is error message will be given. So again, transaction page is the client list the messages number and retrieve the message number and delete the message and quit. These are the some transaction page command list retrieve, delete and quit commands normally we are using. Mail server it is a POP3 server is ready. So user it is a name will be sent. Username is Bob server it is accepting as plus okay and password is green so you that is also if it is okay so if it is correct it is okay user successfully logged up so again as a client is list the what is how much of the messages are available is this much of so list is one so 498 size second message is 12 size that is the two messages is listed by server and it is sent to the Bob as and when requesting the server is again retrieving whenever retrieving the messages one content will be retrieved. Retrieve means we can able to say open the we can able to get back or we can fetch from that so the mail box of the Bob and to the servers so using some retrieve one first messages is retrieving deleting is also possible using delete messages deleting the messages retrieving second message one content will be retrieved delete two. So suppose you want to delete the particular messages, delete the command supposed to use, and suppose quit is nothing but so to terminate the particular access of so the Bob mail box. It is a plus okay. POP3 server signing off or close the connection. So here more about POP3 version. Previous example uses POP3 version download and delete mode. Bob cannot really read the email if he changes the client. POP3 download and keeps the copies of the messages on different clients. POP3 is a stateless across the session. So suppose if it is a IMAP, if you're using Internet Mail Access Protocol, keep all messages in one place at the server. Allow user organize the messages in the folders. Keep user state across the session, name of folders, mapping between the messages IDs and folder names. Everything is keep the user state across the particular session. That is a specialty of Internet Mail Access Protocol. So in this class, we have discussed about what is the electronic mail in the internet. So SMTP and comparison with the electronic mail SMTP protocol with the HTTP protocol. So mail messages and formats, mail access protocols like POP version, so 3 protocols and internet mail access protocols we have learned.